Hey guys, here we are again in the beautiful Matrix. I hope everybody's doing well wherever you are, and I hope this Matrix isn't able to get to you too badly. If you know it's a Matrix, I hope you have the strength to overlook certain things and power through them and create a better day. I wanted to touch base on something I said on my last video. I had mentioned God, and I used the term He. And I just wanted to correct that. I don't believe that God is a He. I don't believe it's a she. I don't believe I have a word or term for God. But I don't want to say it, and I use the word creator, I guess I should say, and I need to not use a gender term because God is something I don't 100% understand what God could be. I think there's many things that we can try to understand what God is, but in any case, I wanted to correct that. But see, that is just all part of the programming. I used the term He loosely, and it was just in reference to the character of God. But that's all part of growing up and being allowed to use the term loosely, programmed that into me that you just throw that term around. It's like walking into a room full of people and saying, hey guys, that could be male, female. It's just a loose term. But as we're rolling on with the future, I don't believe in all of politically correctness, but I do believe that we need to try to use terms in English better. That being said, the programming. It seems like we're just creatures bred to be programmed. It seems like from the beginning, we're being raised not just by our parents and our peers, but we have media, and media is part of that in raising a child and continuing to raise the adult. We're constantly being programmed. And it's interesting to look back in the past, and at this point to look back, you can kind of see the programming. Good or bad. It seems that's kind of how it works for us. We try to program good things into us so we can be good people. Unfortunately, some things can be bad. Isn't it strange? I mean, if you look at people from other countries other than your own, their eating habits are different. Now, part of that is due to the food in the area available, but they do create a certain palate for themselves. And within that food culture, they have likes and dislikes, but they do carry a main food habit. And isn't that's something that somebody from a different country could come and visit and find some of those food habits repulsive, unedible. It's wild. That's how programmed we are, that even our tastes can be programmed to accept certain food. But imagine how deep this programming runs. If it's there and it can affect your food, taste buds, what else does it affect? It must have immense effects on our bodies, our mental states. Interesting. Can you ever break free from the programming? Well, you can't, because we're here to be programmed. But hopefully, more of us are able to see through it. It gives us a chance to create a healthier life, I think. You know, if you could see through the programming, like Neo in the Matrix, you can see the ones and zeros, you see what it is. You can't get out of it, but you can navigate and walk through it with a stronger mindset. And then you do see that you do have freedom. We do carry that power to make choices, but are they programmed choices? If you come with two choices, are they going to be two choices that the Matrix saw to be programmed into you? Then is that freedom? We get our freedom in a very light way by knowing that we can choose to accept things. We have a choice to control our emotions and how things affect us. We carry that. We carry that power. And it's not easy having that power because the Matrix will affect you. And there is times when, rightfully so at times, that you can lose your temper. But it's a special thing that when you can see through this illusion and you see that it's an illusion trying to manipulate you, you can stop yourself. You can stop yourself and take a step back and change how things affect you. For me, I do still struggle with the, days where there's traffic and you need to be somewhere and it can get to you. But I find that I can stop myself mid-stride of being upset and say, whoa, I can tell myself, Matrix, man, it's here just to bother you. And then I'm able to calm down and recenter myself. And it just takes practice. But that's the program. It's always running, and I don't think it will ever go away, even with the idea of awakening. I don't know what point that has to the program, but I don't put all my cards in one place. I don't trust the program, the matrix. I don't trust it. There's too many illusions going on, and sure, a lot of these illusions will involve real people like you and I, and it will try to get us to interact with its play. And we have to be very cautious if we catch ourselves falling for the play. Be very cautious how we work around it, because it causes drama for ourselves. It can add unnecessary stress, and it can involve you in things that you're probably better suited not being involved in. We have to watch how we give our energy in this place. We're easily manipulated. I find that we are, and we have been in the past. And I think if we can see how manipulated we were, we got to be cautious if we find ourselves falling into manipulation again. There's a beautiful place out here in this matrix. We have our choices on what we may think is the matrix and who runs it and why it was created. There's so many options. God, religion, right? Aliens. Or is it just a rock that just exploded from space, and it's just a coincidence that everything seems so fake? Manipulated, controlled. You can take your choice. But even if we said aliens, when couldn't an alien be God? Couldn't God be an alien? Extraterrestrial? I think it's a good possibility. Could the matrix actually be a digital matrix? Could it be some type of tech that we would never comprehend? And now we just live and operate through it? Maybe. I can't put my cards all in one spot with that. I couldn't tell you. I don't have an opinion. My opinion is I don't think I'll ever know. Maybe when I die I will. But what I do know is the facts that I see in front of me. And how do you become your own true self and detach from all the programming? That's the tough one. And that's comes with time. Continuing to work to be a better person. Continue to find information that helps you be a better person. Continue to do good deeds. and be kind. That's the best way to begin to lift yourself out of all that programming. And begin to ask yourself, what do I really need? And why do I think the way I think? Is it me? Slowly climb out of that old world and climb into the new world of being a better person to yourself and to others. And start getting yourself away from negativity. And that includes all the media that with the propaganda and with its information that sometimes seems very sensational. We need to be very cautious and pull away from that because a lot of it is negative. And it stirs negative emotions, creates judgment. And instead of finding yourself falling into that old world of media and information, pull back and try to treat yourself right. Use your energy inwardly, and then it can come out outwardly in a positive way. But first, you turn it inward and draw that energy inside, so when you go to interact, it comes out. And then the world will have some better energy and vibe, some betterness in it. It is interesting to be here, be now, and with all the turmoil going on, to be able to separate yourself from it. Because I don't think people in the past were able to separate themselves. Not like this. And so we are lucky. And we're special to be here at this moment. So find that inner strength to be a better person to yourself, so you can give it back out. Well, thanks for listening. Till next time, take care.